So it was very much like this guy. He was asking for barang. He's like, he wants a love spell or something to make girls or women lust after him. Oh! Hi, I'm Nara. I'm a modern witch. I practice modern paganism and earth magic. I've been practicing since I was very young and I kind of grew up with it. And I center my craft around Mother Earth and the elementals.
Hi, I'm Nabilah Abby. I've been practicing witchcraft for 5 years. My magic is usually mostly centered around ceremonial magic, and I dedicate my craft usually to Hecate, which is the goddess, the spirit, the entities, and the demons around her.
I think witchcraft, this practice became more open in Singapore, and then I kind of met her via Instagram as well.
DMs.
Yeah, and then we just started connecting. To start the game, each player will draw 5 question cards from the deck. Players will take turn choosing a question card from their hand to ask the opponent.
Players will also be given 3 action cards each, where they can skip, swap, or switch at any point of time. For skip, you can skip the question. Swap, you can swap the cards with your opponent. Switch, get your opponent to answer instead.
3,
You got so many cards, eh?
4, yeah. Happily, yeah. It's a Singaporean thing.
Oh my gosh! Cool, cool.
Can, see.
Yeah. Nara will be amazing in these questions.
For you.
Yeah. You don't say ayo, it's true.
Okay, let's start with basic. Why do people engage witches?
I always believe that people engage witches because they feel like all the other options it can't work for them. I've tried physical, I tried emotional, I tried mental. You know what? I'm gonna go spirituality. But they don't realize that talking to a witch itself, like asking for services for a witch, it's basically all in one.
For me, I actually get quite a range. I get girls with all these boyfriend problems. Now it has changed. I get a lot of adults. So I think I'm getting a lot more like soul and life purpose, helping them out through a situation. A very modern take to the traditional aspect is kind of popular now.
So what was your weirdest encounter with a customer?
So it was very much like this guy.
Okay.
He was asking for barang. Barang means object. And he's like, he wants a love spell or something to make girls or women lust after him. Oh! So I got so annoyed. I'm like, bro, if you want to create that, it's not from magic like that.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes they associate that with, oh, can you do, I want people to love me and all that. And you're just there like, no, it doesn't work that way. Since we're talking about love potion, we can. Can you really find love for people?
I'm not a matchmaker. I wish I would have done that like many years ago. I can do some sort of like spell work for you, but the kind of spell work I do is just more of like inviting romance and love into your life. And sometimes also it could be self-love, it could be friends love, romantic love. It depends on your intention when you're doing the spell work. So like witches, we do 90% of the spell work, but the 10% it's on you.
It's back to the first. Yeah, that I totally agree with.
Right.
Like, we just do the frame of it. We build the house for you. But then how you manage the house, want to keep it dirty, it will be dirty. If you keep it very clean, you maintain it, you have it.
Yeah, exactly. And like onto that as well, like if you want love but you stay at home and just sit in your room, where got love gonna come to you? It doesn't work that way. How true is don't step on a witch's toe unless you want to get cursed/hexed?
Some of us are very grounded.
Yeah.
We are chill. Yeah, you step us and we are just there like you will fall later. Versus someone who...
You step on me, I'm going to kill you now.
So I also think your experience and even who you are as a person, not to say you're a witch, actually affects that.
We want to have the energy for ourselves.
Yeah, and to do better things than waste it on hexing and stuff. How did you start on this journey?
I think like 5-6 years ago, there was a person who came up kind of like hexed in a way, but in a more horrible way, to the point where I got anxiety. But it was very interesting because every bad luck thing happens immediately after I rejected her. And then I found out by actually speaking to a elder or a witch overseas in the States. I kind of like got into it. I'm like, witchcraft, mediumship, spirits. Like, so I started researching everything, and then I found out that my family kinda do, but in the guise of spirituality. Do crystals, astrology, and tarot cards all fall under witchcraft? what do they do for people? Show us some of your tools.
So this is actually a crystal wand.
It's cute.
Yeah, so it's pretty small and it's not wood or anything like that. These are all energy sources. It's just how you use them to enhance your craft. It's a tool, but it doesn't mean you work with crystal means you are practicing witchcraft.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I got crystal, I'm a witch now.
Yeah, so the whole idea is that crystals can be used to help you with your craft.
This one, it's a male deer, a buck. It's a skull from Black Crow Taxidermy. I will work in a meditative trance to ask the buck to protect my house, protect me, protect my space. And a buck or a deer is actually very associated with Hecate, which is the goddess I worship and work with. And I will always give offerings just to like, hey, here's some food. I hope you can protect me. I protect you too. What is considered legal and what is not? Have you ever been called out from being like, hey, you're a scammer? Ah?
You know, in some other parts of the world, you can actually get jailed for witchcraft. So yeah,
But do people call you like, hey, you a scammer or something like that? Are you scamming my money?
I've never actually gotten
That's good,
that.
that's good.
But
Yeah,
I am the
same.
one calling out on this one scam.
I mean, like, if you're talking about like business, legal kind of thing, and then you feel like it doesn't work for you, then I guess some people might have. They say like, oh, I'm gonna call the cops on you because you took my money, the spell work didn't work. But I always believe like it goes two ways. So, do you do the work? Have you done anything? But there's never really anything that come back to us regarding like, hey, I'm gonna call a lawyer on you.
Yeah,
Nah.
thank God not lah.
What are some unethical practices you have heard in this industry?
Countless. People trying to sell relationship with gods and goddesses that totally doesn't
Oh my
make
god!
any sense.
Yes!
Even how long you've been in the practice or whatever religion you are, you
Yeah.
can't pay a large sum of money and think that the gods are going to be friends with you.
Yeah, like
So-
yeah, like they'll be like, oh, if you want, you can dial a deity, like the phone, like, hi Hecate, I need help. No, it doesn't work that way.
What is the most powerful spell that you have casted?
I guess it's like shielding. Protection spells are very like energy draining because you really put out your whole body, your whole energy to make a space to make you feel protected. So for me, I do it for like 13 days. That's like the biggest one ever. So I call upon like the gorgons, like the Medusa and stuff like that. They are kind of scary.
Oh.
Yeah. At one time, like when I was doing the prayers, I felt a worldly presence. Like at that moment, I felt something weird, I was hearing snakes, I was hearing all these like weird things. So at that moment, I'm not really scared. But I guess it's more on like, I don't want to step on their toes, That's like the biggest spell work so far lah. Have you dabbled in dark magic and how was that experience?
When I was very much younger, yes. And yeah, it was very justice-wise, like, oh, you hurt someone and, I'm angry, And I realized that, yeah, it can really hurt someone else. Sometimes the energy, when it hits you, if you are stronger, it can bounce off to someone who's weaker.
Around you.
So I feel like maybe the bad intention or really whatever I dabbled into did hurt someone who... And then when I saw that, it really hurt me even more. The whole universe actually works in a very linear, balanced way.
Good,
There's
yeah.
always going to be people who do bad and people who do good.
Yeah.
There's never going to be a fair world.
Oh, okay. So like, this is the first time I actually like spoke to Nara in real life. Even though we always vent and
Yeah, we are just venting, buddy.
on DMs and stuff. Like meeting her in real life with the questions and stuff. I like kind of know her better, and I think like this experience is pretty fun. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I'm actually enjoying this also. It's nice because I finally get to meet you also.
Yeah.
And also hear about someone else's practice. And also have similarities, right? Like,
Yeah.
what you went through is also, some
Like
of my
similar.
journey.
Yeah. It's like it's very intertwined but different paths. Okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this episode. Thank you for watching. I'm a YouTuber. Thank you for watching this episode of Spill It.
And if you want to watch more, please subscribe.
Bye.